This video will explain how we make question tags in English. So what are question tags? Let's look at some examples. It's important to know how to ask questions, isn't it? But questions are difficult, aren't they? You understand them a bit more now, don't you? Another way to make questions in English is to add questions to the end of sentences. These are called question tags and are shown in red in the examples above. We often use these to keep a conversation going or to check if something is true. What is the subject in a question tag? If the subject is a pronoun, then you just repeat the same pronoun in the tag. Easy. For example, she likes horses, doesn't she? We repeat she. They can sing beautifully, can't they? If the subject is a noun, then it should be replaced with a suitable pronoun. For example, English is a crazy language, isn't it? English is replaced by it. Your parents have seen your new house, haven't they? Your parents is replaced by they. Now some rules about positives and negatives. If the sentence has a positive verb, the question tag is negative. For example, English is a crazy language, isn't it? She likes horses, doesn't she? Your parents have seen your new house, haven't they? They can sing beautifully, can't they? If the sentence has a negative verb, the question tag is positive. For example, English isn't easy, is it? She doesn't eat meat, does she? Your friends haven't met your boyfriend, have they? They can't swim, can they? This one has a positive verb but a negative meaning. He has never been abroad, has he? Never makes the sentence negative, so the tag is positive. Now, what about auxiliary verbs? What auxiliary verb do we use? If the sentence has an auxiliary verb, or if it uses the verb to be, then it's easy. You just use the same verb in the question tag. For example, it's cold, isn't it? Is repeated. They are going away tomorrow, aren't they? Are is repeated. You don't know James, do you? You couldn't help me with this, could you? You've been to London, haven't you? It was made in China, wasn't it? If the sentence has no auxiliary verb, we need to use do, does or did in the question tag. For example, Peter has a brother, doesn't he? You like Italian food, don't you? You went shopping yesterday, didn't you? Now, a word about pronunciation. As I mentioned before, sometimes we use question tags just as a way to keep the conversation going. We probably already know the answer and expect the other person to agree with us. Listen to these examples. Does my voice go up or down at the end? You really like him, don't you? It's a beautiful day, isn't it? He's an excellent speaker, isn't he? Did you notice how my voice goes down at the end of the question? Don't you? Isn't it? Isn't he? We can also use question tags when we don't know the answer. Maybe we have some idea, but we want to check to be sure. Now listen to these examples. Does my voice go up or down at the end? The lesson starts at 10 o'clock, doesn't it? You eat eggs, don't you? He didn't miss class again, did he? So, in these examples, my voice goes up at the end. Doesn't it? Don't you? Did he? So, if it's a real question, go up at the end. If you already know the answer, go down at the end.